niggas, you're doing all right. When a nigga's doing all right, because when I say doing good, you ain't fucking, none of y'all niggas ain't fucking living like the Rothschilds. To me, doing good is when your great-grandchildren is set.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's, to me, that's what doing good is. But a nigga doing good is, he got a half-decent car, he might have a Mercedes-Benz, you know, that's a nigga's dream. An SLR, you know, SLR. Or he got a little, you know, a couple R1s, you know, and he could take his woman out for a lobster, you know. He's got a few hoes, you know. He's got a job, you know, a job, you know. Nigga got a job. That makes him a big man.
Yeah.
So you got a job, so you're doing good in the nigga terms. So a nigga don't want to hear the truth. Because in that moment of time when you met him, he's doing good. Now next week now, he could have lost his job and it's all gone. Because he weren't really doing good, he was doing alright. But a nigga think he's doing good. But Capernaum, they were doing good. So when the Lord came, he's speaking about salvation and all, they didn't want to hear all that. Because they're proud.
Yeah. No, to them there is in heaven, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Kingdom
what do they need the kingdom for? You know, which is that same thing, you know, when it talks about the rich people, man, you know, for them to get to them is a hard thing, man, because they have to give up so much of what they have already to gain greater. The rich, man. But they can't.
And which these niggas are not even that rich. The only ones that can even begin to be talking about they're near any kind of rich is probably like Mayweather, maybe 50, Jay-Z, Oprah, certain kind of people that. But a lot of these niggas ain't nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. Okay? In fact, a lot of these niggas, they thought they were doing good back in 2006, 2007. They're fucking foreclosed now. Okay? They thought they were doing good. But that train that they were on, they only had a few stops. Okay?
We run out of track.
We run out of track, man. Yeah.
Okay, it says, and thou Capernaum, which are exalted unto heaven, shall be brought down to hell.
Shall be brought down to hell. Now what does that mean? Is this some Islamic fantastical fantasy of a place that was lifted up onto heaven, so it was a floating fucking
upside down?
It was a
like a piece such flip.
You know, like that manga, Castle in the Sky.
Yeah.
Was Capernaum the castle in the sky? So they were all up, floating up in the skies and shit. And then all of a sudden, like the brother said, it flipped upside down, and now no one knows where it is because they're all living upside down now. No, that's talking about the standard of living they were in. They were living in a higher standard of living, but guess what? We don't know exactly. I need to look into it. But more than likely, the Romans came and crushed their ass when they crushed Judea in 70. Over them years. Then 3 years from 67 to 70, Capernaum probably got set on fire. And all them niggas got burnt and put into slavery in Rome or wherever, or they had to flee with nothing and start again somewhere, and they got fucked up by the Romans.
I mean, that would be the most likely outcome.
Yep.
You know? But just goes to show you, man, you could have something one day and the most likely take it away from you, man, because really, your riches is nothing, man.
But that's what's going to happen to the so-called white man who was Satan. The Lord said he beheld him falling as lightning. Because, let's take this article right here that I got from the Metro. And I was surprised when I saw this. Now, there's that bullshit saying he was leaving his wife. They were treating her for morning sickness. The bitch wasn't even pregnant. Showing you these newspapers. But anyway, right here in the Metro, as you can read, you got that on the camera up, it says here, Third World Britain. Now it says desperate Britons are walking up to 20 miles to get emergency food handouts, Charity said yesterday. The hungry are turning up at food banks on foot because they cannot afford public transport. Yeah, because the prices of everything is going up, but people's pay is not going up.
And it's gone up above inflation. It's not even according to that.
Which their number for inflation is totally bullshit. Because, come on, man, 2.5%. That's bullshit. If they was to add food and all that into their calculations, inflation would be something stupid, right? Plus to the fact that your currency is being debased. So that's why it says the hungry are turning up at food bank. This is in Britain. This is a place where every motherfucker in the third world wants to come because they think they're gonna do good. Now it's not so easy to come here and do good. A lot of them Eastern Europeans are coming over here and they're sleeping on the streets because they're coming over here thinking, yeah, I'm gonna get a job, I'm gonna get. No, they come here, they don't get none of that. Some of them do, a lot of them don't. And they end up just living on the streets drinking liquor. You see them. And they ain't got enough money because they would rather go back home.
Yep.
Because Britain ain't so great no more. Just like America. And before, America was a beacon of, you go there, you go American dream, you go make it. You know, which if you're a heathen, you could go there and get something together. Now, you ain't doing shit because even the people there ain't doing nothing. It says, nearly all of them have their own homes. So who are these? These are not niggas. Who are they talking about here? And this ain't talking about no white Jake from East London, because them niggas is them white Jakes. They're in the same council's flats like the niggas is, man. Who is this talking about? It's talking about Edomites, man. Straight up crackers. They own their home because their parents own the home and it's passed it on to them. It says here, nearly all of them have their own home and many of them are in work. So they're working. Let's going back to that. I was watching one program on BBC, right? And you had these crackers lamenting, they live out there in the countryside where it's supposed to be the good life, and they're struggling to eat. One woman walked a round trip of almost 20 miles through torrential rain to collect rations, while another who had not eaten for 2 days. God damn. These are Edomites in Britain. In Britain. It's getting so bad, they gotta talk about it now. Slugged 12 miles on foot. 12 miles, that sounds like some African shit, huh?
Like a federal, yeah, you know, like in Uganda, yeah.
Like
that's what,
from like Nigeria or something.
Yeah. Damn.
Despite suffering from rheumatoid arthritis. You almost feel sorry for the cracker, man. The Rev Andley Bachelor, who has seen the situation in Ulverston, Cumbria. God. Come on, man. Say it ain't so. Nah, this gotta be Dagenham, right? Nah, this gotta be Hackney. Because we all know that certain places in East London have always been kind of like third world anyway. Even in America, the ghettos is a third world situation in a first world country. But Cumbria? Nah, not Cumbria. That's where you aspire to go and live.
Yeah.
Out in Cumbria? You telling me motherfuckers is not eating for 2 days? Say it ain't so, man. Not Great Britain. It's a sign of the desperation. Okay? People feel that they will walk that far. I know sometimes volunteers have given them a lift, a back in their car, but that's not always possible, so they've had to walk back. The number of people turning to food banks is expected to double to more than 220,000 this year. So it's double. Not a 10% increase, not a 20% increase, that's a 100% increase in 1 year. That's that fall. Charities expect the problem to worsen. Give me the book of Ecclesiastes, man. What is it, the 12th chapter? You heard that, man. Yeah, you're damn right it's gonna worsen. You won't believe how bad it's gonna get. You people are playing games, man. The elders have been prophesying, okay, for years. We've been coming out and telling you people for years, man. Remember when we was up in Barking, we was telling all them niggas and all that down there, they don't want to hear. We telling them all hell's gonna break loose. This place is going down. Oh, nah. Oh, yeah? Everyone I see is in straits where I live. Everyone I talk to is in straits. People are pretending that it ain't that bad. It is that bad, and it's getting worse. And there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, a lot of people I work with have got degrees, and we're doing some bullshit job, man.
even when you watch the business news, man, the economists are going, if this king was to be in another 5 years, man, we'll still be in recession, man. You know what I mean? So really, there's no light at the tunnel to you people,
dip.
man. You're gonna lose your job.
Triple dip. That sounds like some bashment dance.
You're gonna run out of numbers soon, man.
That sounds like some new dance, the triple dip.
Quintuple dip.
Nah, ain't no dip.
GDP shot.
A dip is when it goes down and comes back up. No, it's been going down. A fucking dip. Triple dip. The Esau's the devil. That's that speech that no one can't understand. A triple dip. What the fuck is that? Some Olympic diving fucking
relapse, isn't it?
Go on, read that for me, man. You know what I want.
Yeah. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 from verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble.
The keepers of the house are talking about the elites. But not even beginning with these prime ministers, because when these ministers, local ministers, because who you think the people are going to blame when all hell breaks loose? Don't be caught. What happened in Australia, man? When the prime minister and the shadow minister tried coming out of that restaurant, man, they had to get police escort, man, because people were looking to lynch them. They gonna blame their local MPs and that. Okay, that's in 2 Ezra the 15th chapter, man. Things are gonna get out of hand, and them guys, a lot of them guys who think they're in the power structure, they're gonna be left hanging, left out to dry. They thought they were part of the power structure, but the Rothschilds and that ain't gonna give them a space behind their armed compounds or in their underground. They're gonna be out here with everyone else, man. And man, they're gonna tremble because the keepers of the house. What's the word economy? The word economy goes back to the Greek word economia, which means, truthfully translated, house management. What's a house management? Is the keeping of the house. This is the keepers of the house are going to tremble, because they're going to see that British bond market plummet. Then they're going to see the stock market plummet. They're going to see the currency plummet. Then they're going to see the chaos. Okay. Then they're going to see the angry people, and there's not enough police to protect them. They're at Buckingham Palace protecting the Queen's assets, not them, not the MP of Dagenham, held up in Manor House. They're gonna burn that motherfucker down, man, with them in it. A lot of them local senators and that in America, they're gonna get burnt down in their house by some Tea Party supporters or some shit. Go on. Oh man, don't tell me it's not gonna rain.
And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few.
The grinders cease because they are few. That's why there ain't no jobs in this place, because this place is going down, man. What people think part-time work is work. Part-time work is not work. You can't survive on a part-time. Well, you could survive. You just about surviving on a part-time. Hell, in this kingdom, you just about surviving on a full-time. Let alone on some part-time shit. You understand what I'm saying? You think you could pay rent in London on a part-time job? Rent in London's like £900, £1 grand.
God damn. Oh, that's
no, that's why a lot of people are living with their mothers, man. Or their woman's pregnant, and their woman got a council flat, and they're living with their woman. Because it costs like £1 grand, straight up 900 to have your own place. Wow. Now you could probably rent a room. That's gonna knock you back 600-700 for a room, certain places.
So if it wasn't for certain situations, man, you can't live, man.
You can't live.
You can't live, man. You gotta find some leeway somewhere, man. You're not surviving.
20 hours a week